Welcome back, everybody. Welcome back to Roll
with the Troll.
Listen, I am going to be your host. I'm the Troll, your host.
I'm the voice of reason.
This is the voice of reason, my co-host, and today we're talking about the boyfriends and the husbands of Cobra Kai. We're going to rank them. I did not want to do this video.
You didn't.
I thought it was a stupid idea.
I suggested it. You said no.
I did say no.
And then a viewer said, please do it.
I think a couple actually were in favor of doing this. So I felt like, well, I mean, if the audience wants it too,
yeah,
we got it. Because we don't have a show without the audience.
I'm onto something.
No, yeah. So I can't say no anymore. So we've made our lists.
Thank you.
We have not looked at our lists. We've each made a list ranking the boyfriends and husbands of the show in terms of their quality as men in their relationships. That's what we're ranking, okay?
You're right.
This isn't about who we think has a bigger cock.
Oh my God.
This isn't about who lasts longer in bed.
Oh my God.
This isn't about who does or does not wipe his dick on the sheets.
Oh Lord. Okay, stop now. Done. Please shoot me now.
Okay. So we're gonna go ahead. Let's begin with your list. Go ahead.
Okay. I don't know how many you have on your list.
No, we didn't see each other's list. Just go for it.
So first of all, to be on my list, they must be or have been a boyfriend or a husband. So I didn't include, men who've been on the show, but we haven't seen them in a relationship. Like, for example, the pawn shop guy. And also the same criteria as I used for the females, which is loyalty, fidelity, and support. That's what makes a good boyfriend or a husband for purposes of our list. So I have 7 men on the list. The bottom of my list, number 7, is Terry Silver.
Whoa!
Terry Silver. Because first of all, that relationship that he had with What's-Her-Face was just...
Named Cheyenne.
Cheyenne, thank you. With Cheyenne was very hippy-dippy-drippy, and we're just in it for the journey. Oh, God. But then he ghosted her. And, no, that does not make for a good boyfriend. So I'm going to have to say he's at the bottom.
Zing.
Right. Now, do you want me to keep going? Or
yeah, just keep going.
Okay. So my next, number 6, Armand.
Oh, not ranking well.
Armand does not rank well as a husband. He's got this thing for Amanda.
Yeah, he wants to have sex with Amanda a lot.
He makes it very clear that does not make for a good husband. So he fails on the loyalty, fidelity.
Well, wait a minute now. Daniel also wants to have sex with Amanda. You're saying that makes him a bad husband?
No. He's married to her, so it's okay.
That's okay. Well, all right. Weird rules here, but okay.
So, moving up the list, number 5, Mr. Robbie Keane. Mr. Robbie Keane is number 5. I didn't rank him higher. Why didn't I?
What? That's astounding.
Well, hey, for the rest of my remaining men, it's tough. They missed each mark by just a hair. So
I can't believe Robbie's this low on your list.
Robbie is lower on my list.
All right.
Yeah. Above him though. Oh no! I have this backwards. I apologize.
What's going on?
My number 5 is Miguel. Number 5 is Miguel.
Yeah, he's not a good boyfriend.
No, because he's got too many things back and forth between Samantha and Tori, and he doesn't know his own head yet. So that doesn't make for a good boyfriend.
No, okay.
And then comes Robbie. Robbie is definitely more loyal and dedicated than Miguel. So he gets that upper spot. Wow. However, above the two of them is Mr. Dimitri. Dimitri, I think, is making a great boyfriend. He is so enamored with Yaz and very loyal. Have no doubt that he would be very, loyal and faithful to her. So he's on a very good start for his first relationship as a boyfriend. Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Some controversial thoughts here. We'll get into them in a moment, guys.
I know. I'm sure you're going to disagree. Your list is going to be so opposite to mine because it's always opposite to mine. Number 2 for me, Johnny. Is that where I am? Yes, Johnny. Johnny is number 2, Daniel number 1.
You think Daniel is the best husband or boyfriend out of this whole crew?
I do. I do.
Explain it. Why would Daniel be at the top of the list?
He's got the longest run at being a husband or a boyfriend of any of them, and he has proven his loyalty and fidelity.
Okay, let me ask you this. How many seasons of Cobra Kai are there?
4.
Okay, and in how many of them is Daniel a husband?
4.
And in how many of them is he a good husband? Because I haven't seen it yet. He has put Amanda dead last in everything he does. He would rather teach kids who he doesn't know free karate when they're insulting him than spend time helping his wife with the family business.
Uh-huh.
And you're putting him at number 1? Guys, let her know in the comments. This is the voice of reason, but we're going to have to change her name after this. We're going to have to change her name to the voice of chaos.
Okay, well.
The voice of utter confusion.
They hit a rough spot there because he wasn't. Shush, let me finish. He was neglectful when he was more focused on his dojo than his marriage and the car dealership. However, are you finished? However, he had the stick-to-itiveness to work it through with Amanda. That also makes for a good husband.
Oh, my Lord. All right, you ready for my list?
I don't know if I am, but you can begin.
All right, at number 9, we have our man Miguel, otherwise known as the Blue Beetle. Ever since Miguel became the Blue Beetle, he has been an absentee boyfriend. No, way before he was the Blue Beetle, he was a bad boyfriend.
Yeah.
Miguel has abused Sam from very early on in the relationship. He got drunk, got abusive.
Well, that was an accident.
Robbie. Oh, here we go, making excuses. Yeah, I fell. Okay.
Oh my God.
Yeah, she fell all right because he shoved her down. Now, I mean, there's no forgiving Miguel, right? Miguel he's a bad kid.
He is not, and you know it.
No, he's a very bad kid. He's been. What more do you have to do to define a bad kid? I mean,
my God.
He started a fight with Robbie that almost got Miguel killed, and it got Robbie put in jail. That's terrible. I had nothing to do with him being a boyfriend, but bad news. He cheated on what's her name with what's her name. Yeah, for a second I'm confusing who was who. But he cheated in only like 2 seasons. We saw him cheat, be violent. Then start a fight with a guy. I mean, just all kinds of things. He's a bad kid. He's just a bad kid.
Okay.
No, Miguel's at the bottom of the list for sure. And now he and Sam are breaking up again, it looks like. Yeah. So, okay, Miguel's at the bottom of the list. After that, I'm going to put Armand. Now, I should tell you, I didn't bother putting Terry Silver on the list because he was a boyfriend to Cheyenne for
like a hot minute.
A couple minutes. Yeah, I'm not even going to count that, but he'd be low on the list. But number 8 is Armand. I don't feel Armand is the most loving husband that he could possibly be. I feel like, what does he say? He says,
we're in agreement on that one.
Woulda, coulda, shoulda, my friend. You know what? He just doesn't care. He wants to bang Amanda. His wife is clearly a nuisance to him. And he's really just not a good person, nor a good husband. So I got to say, he's number 8. He's above Miguel, but not by a lot. Number 7, I'm going to put John Crease. Now, I know that's a weird move because John Crease was very, very enamored with Betsy.
Yeah.
However, and there's a big however here, while he was with her, what was he mostly doing? Think about it.
He was
murdering Vietnamese men. Yeah. He was killing a lot of Vietnamese people.
He was at war.
While he was with her. Now, he wasn't home. He wasn't being attentive to her needs. He wasn't being nurturing. Soldier. Right. Killing Vietnamese guys left and right. That is not a good husbandly kind of
waiting
behavior.
To go home to her, and she's waiting for him.
Well, maybe he could have been home. No, I'm fucking around.
Yeah, you are.
He was fine. Just we don't. He was very into her, and they probably had a very nice relationship until he had to leave for the war. But
he was so protective of her.
He could have been court-martialed though for killing his senior guy. You know, the guy ahead of him.
Yeah.
Which would have kept him away from her forever. So I don't know. Truthfully, John Crease is probably a little bit better. But let's get into my number 6, and you'll see why it was tough to rank him any higher. Number 6 is Eli number 1, Eli number 2, and Hawk. I'm going to roll them all into one person. I think
that's
Hawk,
who I forgot.
Although Hawk made a lot of mistakes when he was a kid, now that he's growing up a few months later, I think Hawk has a lot of potential to be a really good boyfriend to Moon.
Yeah.
I think he's matured.
He's figuring a few things out.
Yes. And I'm giving Hawk the number 6 position. Number 5 is going to Dimitri. Now, you put Dimitri pretty high on your list.
I did, yes.
I think Dimitri is a very nurturing, caring kid. However, I got to point some shit out. He's not going to be the greatest boyfriend.
Why do you think that?
No, because when a kid goes that long without getting any female attention at all, Now, if he could get like a lot of options, his mind and his cock are going to be going crazy. He's not going to be able to control himself if he starts getting a lot of sexual opportunities elsewhere.
He's been in love with Yaz for years.
No, he hasn't been. He's attracted to her physically. See, you don't understand. You're not following what's going on here.
Is that right?
He was very attracted to her because she was blonde, and I guess that's it. That's all Dimitri was into. She was popular. He wasn't in love with her. He doesn't know anything about her. He just,
I think that you're wrong. I think that he specifically said, I'm so in love with her.
Yeah, because he was finally getting some. What I'm saying is if he met a girl who was more nerdy and who was interested in him this way, he would realize that he's not, in fact, the one for Yaz. And Yaz is into him because her own status fell, right? But I'm saying it's a consequential situation. It's not necessarily that he's such a great boyfriend. So I'm going to go ahead and say Dimitri is number 5. I'm going to put him a little bit above Eli, but I also think Dimitri would, although he's becoming more of a badass, I think ultimately if shit really got scary, he would still run. I think that's still in his DNA. Like let's say they're you ever been to Crime Alley?
No, what is that?
Crime Alley is where Bruce Wayne's parents were murdered.
Oh.
Now, if Dimitri and Yaz wandered down there into that universe and shit really started to go down, I think Dimitri would run. That's not he wouldn't like stay and have like a bloodbath to the death to defend his woman.
Well, no, he's very much into self-preservation. I mean, he's gonna.
So that's not a good sign either. So he's lucky he's number 5 on my list. I'm only putting him. He's edging out Hawk only because Hawk was a dick for a little while too.
Yeah.
So anyway, let's get on to number 4. Daniel Larusso. You familiar with Daniel Larusso?
I am.
All right. Now, Daniel Larusso gets the number 4 spot here. He doesn't get the number 1 like you gave him.
I think you've explained why.
You gave him such a high score, but Daniel is very caught up in Daniel, right? He's about his own mission as a guy, and that's a good thing. But it's not the greatest thing when you're married. You got to elevate your woman a little bit. Daniel LaRusso fails to do that time and time again. You remember at one point, Daniel even put snakes inside LaRusso Auto just to make some sort of like a sexual provocational kind of metaphor, which I thought was really arrogant as well. Yeah, he thinks he's hilarious.
Pretty
with the
sure
dick
that's
jokes.
Not what it was.
Well, either way, I think his behavior is not quite right.
I could be wrong.
And, and I'll tell you, Amanda just wants to help him with his karate school.
You know it's called a dojo.
Yeah, we always got to fit that in. All right, so anyway, Daniel's number 4, okay? I think he's very flawed, but then again, look, he provides. He's making a ton of money for that family. He's doing, he made sure to save the family business. We got to give him some credit, too. Yeah. But Daniel fucks up a lot. He was not a good boyfriend to Allie, I'll tell you that. He was terrible to Allie.
He was not a good boyfriend to Allie.
And he was only good to Kumiko because he was only there for a couple months. He would have been awful. Had
he didn't have too much time to screw up.
No, not at all. So moving on, number 3 is Johnny.
Huh?
Now, I feel a little bit like a cocksucker giving Johnny a higher score than Daniel.
Yeah.
I think that's a little odd because Johnny was like an absentee father and he's a drunk. He drives drunk. He's got some really bad habits.
Yes.
Very unhealthy. Just all kinds of things that don't really make him a proper suitor. But the look in his eye when he finds out that Miguel took off from Mexico.
Yeah.
He's like, don't worry, I'll find him.
Yep.
And same thing when he found out that Terry Silver lent Robbie a car and gave him some cash. Mm-hmm. He had that look of like, I'm going to take care of this.
He got right on it.
Yeah, he's very paternal in his heart. He just has a lot of problems in other ways. Mm-hmm. Anyway, I think that makes him a slightly better boyfriend than Daniel LaRusso in some ways.
Interesting, okay.
Yeah, in some ways. So he gets the number 3 spot.
Yeah.
Number 2 is Johnny's own son, Robbie. You familiar with Robbie?
Yes, I am.
Robbie is a fantastic boyfriend. I don't know why you ranked him so low. Robbie is very nurturing. He was very tolerant of Sam LaRusso, no matter how much of a nut job she acted like. Mm-hmm. By the way, guys, click like. You're having fun with this video. Yeah. Like, subscribe, click the bell. So yeah, Robbie's number 2. He was more than patient, very mature. These older guys could learn a lesson from him, frankly.
Yeah,
and
that's
finally,
true.
Number 1 is Aisha's dad. I mean, the
What?
guy, as soon as Aisha got into the fight, he moved him right out of there. The guy's like probably a multimillionaire. He's
We're
a great
ranking
athlete.
boyfriends and husbands, though,
He's
not
a husband.
fathers.
He's a husband, for God's sakes. He's married to Kim Fields.
We
Anyway, guys, like this video, comment, let us know what you think. All right, let us know. Is this a good topic? Is this a stupid fucking topic? I didn't want to do this topic. Remember that.
Oh, my God.
Let us know what topics you want us to cover, because we're running out of ideas. So you got to hit us up for more Cobra Kai shit and other stuff we should talk about and review. Final thoughts?
Hit the like button, please.
Like, subscribe. Thanks for supporting the channel. You guys will see you tomorrow.